Hello everyone, myself Jayashree and I am currently pursuing Bachelor's of Technology in Vishnu Institute of Technology and I am currently pursuing specialization of CSE, that is Artificial Intelligence and Data Science, and now I am instituted to prepare an assignment, capstone assignment, and that assignment is to create a YouTube video by explaining the fundamental key concepts of JavaScript, such as variables, functions, arrays, objects, and loops. And now I am going to explain all these concepts in this video. And now I am going to start the explaining the concepts with variables. Variables are containers for storing data values. In JavaScript, you can declare variables using var, let, or const. Var is a function scoped or globally scoped, not common, but it is not commonly used in modern JavaScript. Let is a block scoped that can be reassigned. Const is also block scoped, but it cannot be reassigned. And this is the sample code for variables. And we can use variables to store the values. And this is the sample code for variables. And now we are going to discuss about functions. Functions are reusable block of code that can take inputs. It means parameters and return outputs. They can be declared using function declarations or function expressions. And this is the syntax for function. And this is the example, sample code for functions. And this is the functions. Now we are going to discuss about arrays. Arrays are ordered collection of values. They can hold items of any type and are zero indexed, meaning the first element is at zero. This is the syntax of arrays, and I have also provided two examples for arrays to get for better understanding. And this is in this example we can write the code in single line. It means the array should be in single line. But in another example, I have written the array in different lines. Both are correct, but we can choose any one. But both are correct. We can write it a single line or in multiple lines. And this is arrays. Now we are going to discuss about objects. Objects are key value pairs. They allow you to group related data and functions. And this is the syntax for objects. So in these objects, we can relate data and functions. For example, this is the example that I have provided for objects. And in this, we take an example as a car. And in that relates the data. For example, if we take a car, we'll see the model, type, and color. So I'm taking that as properties, and type is property, model is property, and color is another property. To explain the properties, I have used objects syntax, and this is the example for objects. And now we're going to discuss about the last concept, loops. And loops are used to execute a block of code multiple times. The most common types are for and while loops. Now we are going to discuss about and loops. And loops, first one is for loop. The for loop is used to execute a block of code a specific number of times. In this for loop we can use a block of code, but it can be executed number of times. And this is the example for loop. And now we are going to discuss about for in loop. For in loop is used to iterate over the properties of an object. And this is the example for in loop. And now we are going to discuss about for off loop. And this is the syntax for off loop. And for off loop is used to iterate over iterable objects such as arrays. And this is the syntax for off loop. And now we are going to discuss about while loop. The while loop executes a block of code as long as the specified condition is true. We can use the while loop for as long as the condition is true. And this is the example for while loop. And now the final loop is do while loop. The do while loop is a loop which executes a block of code once before checking the condition, and then it repeats the loop as long as the condition is true. And this is the syntax for do while loop. And I have also provided an example for better understanding. And These are the concepts that I have explained in this video. These are the fundamental key concepts of JavaScript, and it's good for understanding. And the JavaScript is the popular programming language, and it is used in for programming the web, and it is very popular among the languages which are using now. And now I am closing this video. Thank you.